Okay. Hi everyone, how's it going? I see people in the chat already. Hello.
Hi everyone, hi Yamato, hi Rahul, hi Skitty, hi everyone. Thank you so much for being here again. Uh, how's you been? Your day? How did you pass like last day? Did you have fun? Did you meet some new folks or anything like that? Hi Saxo Sadoxer. Hi Abihi. How you doing, everyone? So let's just wait a little bit minutes until everyone gets in. And I think we can start. What do you think, Dikshika?
Yeah, I think we can start. Uh, hey everyone, welcome to another day of the Open Source Week. I've been here in the past 2 days as well, so I think I've been following along while streaming with you all. And today is the third day. So before we go ahead with anything, let's meet our MLHs. Hi everyone, I'm Deekshita Verma. I'm one of the coaches at Major League Hacking, and I like to binge watch Gilmore Girls every fall, which I am doing while streaming as well, like just before streaming. So this is like a tradition that I watch it, and I think it's the fourth or fifth time that I'm watching it right now. So I kind of had an addiction to that particular web series.
So, hi everyone. My name is David or David, however you want to call me. So, I'm also a coach at Mariel Hacking. I love a lot cats. I'm an incredible carnita asada or barbecue griller. I'm from Mexico, and if you want to meet anything about Mexican food or tacos or something like that, you can talk to me. I'm like the Mexican food advocate of all Discord. So yeah, that's me.
That's quite interesting. I want to learn how to make that from you.
Whenever you want to do tacos, you can call me.
We have people in the chat asking where do they need to come to get the barbecue.
He really does need the barbecue. He needs it right now.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead. So, how was day two for you folks? Let us know in the chat. And David, how was day two for you?
Day two for me was really good. I saw that there were a lot of hackers learning new things. The open source Global Hack Week channel. So if you want to meet new people, make sure to go into the Open Source Week. You can talk with a lot of folks, with a lot of fellows who are learning new things. Like I know that 404 Not Found is one of the most active members on the channel. So if you want to talk to someone, maybe talking to 404 is the right person.
Yeah, 404 is very, very well informed and answers questions before us as well. So I think that's the best person to go to. Well, you all had set up website with a custom GoDaddy registry domain name, and I think we talked about that in yesterday's today in Global Hack Week stream as well. A lot of people were getting their own websites done, and this is one of those websites, and it looks super cool.
We also created AI agents and AI Cloud. So just remember that if you want to learn how to create agents, these new things that are like really trending up, like if you want to learn about LangChain AI and things like that, go into AI Cloud. Do you think we can jump into the other slide?
Yeah. Uh,
So, yeah, this was the example that we were talking about. So like agents and all these new things that you can learn to an AI, how to make responses and things like that, and providing prompts and things like that. So you have everything that you need. So if you want to watch data stream, totally go there and watch it. And yeah, I think that was yeah.
And then we heard from Will about the MLH Fellowship. I think MLH Fellowship is one of the most major questions asked in all our streams, and I hope you got your answers. Will had streamed and explained it so well informed, and I think that's that one stream link which I'll save with me whenever somebody asks me about fellowship. I'll send them this link.
We also explored GitHub Copilot from a friend from GitHub. So if you want to learn anything about GitHub Copilot, go there, go to that stream. Also, make sure to claim your student developer pack so you can have everything, all the goodies that GitHub has for you. So go there. What are you waiting for?
Yeah. And my favorite part, you all shared memes. So we have one of the memes here. MLH is so beginner friendly that even my cat is participating. I think all the cat lovers here, including David, are very happy with with this particular meme in general.
I love how the eyes of that cat are like both of them going to contrary sides.
Yeah.
So what is happening today? So if you want to know like everything that we're going to do today, you can go into globalhackweek.mlh.io or ghw.mlh.io/schedule so you can meet everything. Thank you so much 404 like always being so active. Thank you so much for sharing that link, and you can go there and learn everything that we're going to do today, but also we're going to watch it right now.
Yeah, so first of all, we'll be having Tetris mini event by Newfall, which will be right after this stream, 10:30 p.m. IST and 1 p.m. Eastern time. Tetris is like a very, very fun mini event, and this time we are having all our mini events on Discord. So I think it's even more interactive and easier to get a hold of the coaches. So make sure that you join and have fun with them.
Also, if like other of the Mexican coaches, Alberto is going to be talking to us about open source contribution workflows. So make sure to join him at 2 p.m. Eastern time and 11:30 p.m. IST time. So you're going to learn a lot of the peek into his open source contribution workflow, and yeah, I think that's for Alberto.
And next we have our most in demand person, Dimmer, and he'll have the open source game development stream part one. I am very excited about this. Being a game developer myself, I just want to tune into the stream right now. It will be at 4 p.m. Eastern time and 1:30 a.m. IST.
I think 404 is one of the Dimmer fan club members because he's going crazy for Dimmer. Also, we are going to have an introduction to GitHub. So we're going to have Zane helping us to level up your GitHub skills. So make sure to join him at 6 p.m. ET and 3:30 a.m. IST.
And then we'll be having another fun mini event, which is Wikipedia Races. That'll be by David himself. So you can join him at 8 p.m. Eastern Time or 5:30 a.m. IST and race between the Wikipedia pages.
Yeah, if you want to learn how to get from the Queen Elizabeth to Bad Bunny or Drake or anything like that, we're just going to hyperlinks in Wikipedia. Make sure to join me at Discord. And finally, I don't know if this is final, but we're also going to have Shiryasi, who's going to help us at learning how to fix bugs and identifying potential issues in any open source project or projects that you have. So make sure to join Shiryasi at 10 p.m. ET or 7:30 a.m. IST.
And last one, we'll be having Open Source in Education by Gabriela at 10 a.m. Eastern Time and 7:30 p.m. IST. Open source is a very, very vast place to tune into, and Gabriela will be going through education part so that all our college students, school students have an idea of how to go around it.
And again, if you want to learn everything about Day 4 of Global Hack Week, you can join me and Gabriela today at Global Hack Week Day 4. So we're going to make the same thing like we're doing right now, but tomorrow.
And now we are open to Q&A. I see a lot of comments in the chat already. Let's see if we by chance missed on anything. Uh, we have some comments about our previous streams. The fellowship stream was so amazing. Now I feel well informed to be able to answer the question on fellowship as well. Yeah, 404 is definitely trying to take our place.
Yeah, like hackers want to know where 404 is from. Like, where are you from? 404. Like, everyone is going crazy for you. How to become an MLH coach? So I think you can apply at mlh.careers or something like that. And I'm not sure if there are like the two type of jobs divided, because I think there's one for coaches at IST time and other for coaches at ETUs or PT times and something like that. But yeah, if you want to become a coach, you can apply there. And if you want like a lot, like developer advocating or like hackathons and things like that, I think you can apply.
I think we have a follow up question to it, that is there any prerequisite to getting selected as a coach? Not exactly like a strict prerequisite, but most of us have been a part of the community or have experience in hackathons and stuff, and we knew how to dip our hands into it. So just like for example, I had been judging and mentoring hackathons for a while, and I had also organized them. So I thought, now that I've been on all sides of the hackathon, I can actually be a coach and help every side just run and make sure that they have a great experience. So that's why I decided to become a coach. So it's like not a very mandate prerequisite, but something like if you have experience in it, then that would be great.
Yeah, if you have experience in other communities, like I don't know, being a GitHub Campus expert, Microsoft Student Ambassador, or any of those programs, I think that can help. But I think the main requisite for it is like you loving technology and hackathons and like making community and things like that. I think is the most fun part of this.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, thank you so much for. I think he just shared like the link for applying to the coaches program. So again, if you want to apply, you can do it. And I think we have someone from Togolome. I don't know where that is, so let me just search where is Togolome. Togo, where's Togo? Oh, I think is it French country? Oh, let me search. Oh, it's in Ghana, I think. I think it's in Ghana. Also, we have someone from Ghana. Oh no, from Togo. So Togo is near Ghana and Benin, and it's like East no, like West Africa. Like it's at the west from Nigeria. Okay, so we have someone from Togo here. Oh, Jeffrey from Lomé. Yeah, like how do you type so quick for like my business? Like for it's like an MNC right now.
I literally asked for yesterday that do you have all the answers saved or somewhere in a clipboard where you just copy and paste it every time.
Yeah, like for sure, totally a coach right now. Like if you want, you can apply 71 words per minute. Like wow. Okay, so French country Benin. Okay, Ghana, Burkina Faso supporter. Awesome.
I just know
Oh my
very
God,
little bit of
Arman.
French. Very little bit.
Very like which words do you know?
I mean, I did study French for 2 years, but that was just level 0 or 1, which is like KG and first standard. So I just know how to introduce myself. That's the only thing I remember. Because I
Like
think I was 15 when I learned French. It's been quite some time now.
like in the basic things like como talegu and things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's the only thing I know, probably.
yeah, to be honest, I don't know how to speak French to it right now, but I'm learning to speak Russian.
Oh, that's amazing. Where to watch the recordings of the events? That's a good question. Basically, all our technical events are available on YouTube as well. So you can just go and watch the streams back again. And they stay for a month on Twitch alongside. For many events, now that we stream them on Discord, so their recordings are not available. Uh, I hope that answers your question. And 404 once again had the link already in the chat.
Yeah, I think the only events that we are not recording are the mini events, right?
Yeah.
Like we're now hosting them on Discord. We used to record them, but right now we're not recording them.
Yeah, right now we are planning to streamline the YouTube part to just technical streams, and all the mini events go to Discord.
So, what are you expecting to learn today? Like, do you think you can tell folks and hackers, like, do you want to learn something new today? Are you planning to break a challenge from the challenges that are at Global Hack Week? Like, remember to register to Hacktoberfest, also to check into all your events during the MLH Discord, and also like we mentioned at the start, you can redeem your free GoDaddy registry. And also remember that you can contribute on GitHub for every contribution that you want to make. Make sure that you can use GitHub for it, like hosting your, if you want to be uh, maintainer or host your new open source project, just remember to use GitHub whenever you want.
I think we have one question for you. Could you tell your story? How did you start MLS in your open source journey?
So I made MLH from a hackathon. I think I'm thinking some of the my current manager at the GitHub Campus Expert program is called Juan Pablo Flores. Juan Pablo, we used to be a great hacker at here in Mexico, so he was like one of the menaces at hosting hackathons. He like got like the most awesome venues at Mexico, like one of the national palace and things like that was one of the venues for hackathons and things like that. So I think also Juan Pablo was one of the first coaches at MLH, or like the first ones who were working with John Swift and all those persons. So one of the greatest hackathons that Juan Pablo was hosting um, got really popular in all the countries. So I met MLH there, and also I applied to. I used to see MLH a lot in some hackathons here in Mexico, and I met the MLH Fellowship. So last year I was in the MLH Fellowship with Meta, and I really loved like all the community. I participated on the I think it was called production engineering track or something like that. So it was really fun. Uh, if you want to learn like I think right now it's called SRE, but like everyone I don't know why companies like to name it like in so different ways like reliability engineer, production engineer, DevOps, and things like that. But if you like cloud things and if you want to learn like services, DigitalOcean, and things like that, um, let me just learn to read something. How different MLH Meta Fellowship, MLH Meta Fellowship, yeah, it is really different. Um, Here at the fellowship, you're working in open source projects that Meta has, like Facebook Research and things like that. But you are working with some mentors from Meta. But having a Meta internship is like really different, I think. So like you have to go in a lot of interviews. You have to also an online assessment and things like that. But going again, like how I met Emily and how I became a fellow. Uh, I just like really like the community of emulation. I really like hackathons also, and I just decided to. I met up with Alberto in one of the hackathons, and Alberto told me like, "Hey, what are you doing? Why didn't you apply to the coaches program? Like this sounds really good and things like that." And Alberto made I had like he made me something like here in Mexico we call coco wash. Like he washed my head with the MLH program, and I really like it and decided to apply, and here I am. So I think 404 also mentioned everything. Like this will help you to get started with open source contribution and form. Ha ha ha. Uh,
I think
yeah,
it's the
like
answer to how will this hack week kickstart someone's journey as a developer.
okay, yeah. Uh,
Listen, Google did not wash my hair. I mean, I have used Kaggle as well as Collab notebooks both during my college, and now that I work with Google, it's very, very common that I am used to using the Collab notebooks.
I think we have another question here. So MLH Meta Fellowship can be a way to get the Meta internship. Um, it is not like not 100% sure that you're going to get into Meta, but it sure does helps you. I know that some fellows that were in past Meta MLH Fellowship internships uh, got into Meta, like for working as a production engineer or things like that, but it's not 100% sure that you're going to get in. So you need to like grind a lot, like study for your technical interviews and online assessments and things like that. So it is really hard. You can pretend. I think 404 has a really big debate with you.
So basically, in one of the streams, I just mentioned that you could use a Google Colab notebook instead of mentioning Kaggle for data sets. And since then, 404 is behind me that I've been brainwashed by Google. Now that I've started working with them.
In quick words, I think the
So
difference is that fellowship you're working with MLH and internship you're working with Meta for 100%.
I did not do that. I'll have to check the recording again if I actually did that. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but 404 sounds like he's really 100% hating.
Okay. I think we skipped a question in between. I know Python. Should I stick to this language or learn other language like JS or React for better contribution to open source? Uh, you can find basically projects in Python as well for open source. But if you want to, experiment more, learn new tech stacks, and that is one thing I would recommend in the start of your career. Do not stick to just one tech stack. Try to explore and learn more things. That will give you a variety of options in the future to apply to different things as well. So if you want to learn new skills, and just definitely try it out. But yeah, you can also find Python projects easily on open source.
I think we have another question that sounds really interesting. So, what sessions should I join to learn to improve my resume? I think it depends on what do you want to learn, right? Like, what do you want? What do you really want for your career? Do you want to become an AI engineer or something like that? Do you want to learn about front end technologies, back end, or things like that? So, I mean, you can watch everyone, like all these streams. All the streams are really good, but if you want just to learn about specific topics, you can go there. But you can also watch like more general streams, like how to contribute to open source, or like for example, Albert is going to show us how to use workflows in open source. So that will be good. If you want, like I think, how was called? Bob wants to learn some new things, but he knows Python. So I mean, Bob can search for open source project like Streamlit or something like that, so you can contribute to all the awesome Python projects that you have here. Yeah, for like 404 says something really good. Like whatever interests you, generally the resume will build itself if you are really interested in building and collaborating. Yeah, totally 100% sure. I also think Skitty wants to know like which one is your camera.
Okay, wait. I was on mute. I was trying to find the link and send it over here.
Okay.
It's I think HP W300. I did order it from Amazon. I'll share the link now. I think it's been asked from two streams, so I'll just find and share the link with you.
So you were working. So what site would you recommend to explore? I mean, oh, I think this is for you, Dish.
Okay. So I think it's based on what do you want to develop. I was a game developer and ARVR developer in college, so I used to do Unity, C Sharp, and game development. But now that I am working right now, I am working. I'm in the Android team for Google, so I work with the main Google search app, and my whole work is related to Java and Kotlin. So it's basically uh, with Android, Kotlin, and I know Python. Is this good enough? I mean, the more languages you know, the more great it is. It's like not there's no limit of how much is good enough or how much is enough. As long as you have basics knowledge and you know what you're doing, that's great. Um, just try to read other tech stacks, explore, and think of what you want to build, and then decide where you want to go.
So the great Gupta has another question. So which is the most trending tech stack in the market? And actually, I am into full stack development. I think it depends on what you want. So there are a lot of markets in like all the world. So for example, here in America, a lot of companies really love to use like private companies like have private data and things like that. Loves to use Java and C Sharp the tech stacks. Like if you want to learn something like you can use and get a job like really quick, I think you can learn Java and C Sharp. But also if you want to learn like something that I think is more exciting and you can do a lot of new things, I would recommend to use Python, like Python and learning how to use JavaScript well. Because with Python, you can do a lot of new things like generative AI, and also to learn how to use cloud technologies with, again, machine learning and AI things. And you can learn in JavaScript for learning how to use that AI and use it like in front end technologies in creating applications, or also like learn Swift, Kotlin. Like I'm sure like Dexida has like explodes me like really beats me like in any Android or Kotlin or anything related to Android. Um, but yeah, I think like, hey, do you want to just build an exciting applications and things like that? I will totally recommend you to learn how to build an application at web or at mobile, and how to use AI for making interesting apps. Uh, so I'm learning Golang, and it's a good choice as a beginner. So yeah, to be honest, I think like you can go for any kind of language that you want. I think the most beginner friendly is Python. It's like writing pseudocode. So if you want to learn, you can learn whatever you want. You can start with Java, C, Python, go for everything that you want. And I would like, if I was going to start again, I would first ask myself like, what do I want to build for starting to learn a new technology, I think. Uh, to be honest, I don't have that answer because I do not live in US. But I think you can search on LinkedIn and Glassdoor and some of those platforms that has a lot of jobs. So you can just try to learn which one is like the best option.
Yeah. Uh, I think the next global hack week that we have is career week. I should take a DSA session over there. I'll reach out to Mary for that.
Have you ever
Um,
done like an honest mock interviews or something like that?
yeah, I used to stream like full technical things, and I used to give like take mock interviews for students in college. So I have done that for quite a while, but I think I stopped after some time. So it wasn't on YouTube; it was on some other platform, and I've been getting requests to start that as well. But ever since I've started my job, it's been super hectic to stream alongside. So I think I'll try my best to get back to it.
It would be really interesting to have 404 and you mock interview and see how 404 the person with most experience uh, works. So what do you think? What 404 are you on for a mock interview?
I mean, for it's a high school student, so I wouldn't like try and beat you. I'll be easy on you. Don't worry.
I think 404 will be amazing. So again, which is the coolest and trending? Again, I do not have like that answer to that question. I think it depends on you. But what do you think, Rishita?
I mean, I did see for answer Python. It is a great way to start, but with Python, I feel like sometimes it's very easy. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I started coding in C plus plus and Java initially, and when you write data structures over there, and if you compare it with Python, you get a lot of things in the inbuilt libraries, and it's not that fun because it's not extra challenging like we used to code in Turbo C++, which had such a bad interface, but you had to do that in your high school. And now people have such cool IDs which run so fast and they do not struggle at all. It sounds like those parents who used to say that we've struggled in our old time and you don't know anything. I might sound like that, but we really had a very bad experience while coding in high school, and now it's very easy when you code in Python. So in that way it's like a good beginner friendly thing, but I would say to find some more native languages and experience a little bit of hardships while coding, because it's equally fun at the same time.
So I have another question. Hey, how to get MLHCs? I don't know if we can say this, but and also I don't know if, like if you're on US or Canada, you can have like T's in all hackathons.
Yeah,
But to be honest, I don't know about like other parts that are not US and Canada.
yeah. By guessing by the name, I think you're from APAC. I don't think there's an easy way to get these here.
Yes. So maybe if you have a lot of points on Global Hack Week, you can ask for it. To be honest, I do not have that answer. But I think you can go in on Discord and just ask Shidhara, I think, or Mari. To be honest, I don't know. Okay, so there's a question for you.
I think
Um,
it'll be like quite a big answer and not something which is very very relevant to it. I will ask Mary to include one of my streams in the career week, and I think I might stream something very particular on it to help a lot of folks. Overall it's like it was quite fun and challenging at the same time. That's what I would say. I was panicking 10 minutes before, and then as soon as I sat in the interview it was very very easy going. Luckily I had a great interviewer, and it's been 2 years that I gave that interview, so I don't remember it like in that much detail.
there's another question. So, are there open internship for self-taught developers and people from bootcamps to get experience? I think the MLH fellowship does not necessarily ask you to be studying, but I'm not 100% sure. So, I think that would be an internship alternative. But about internships, to be honest, I do not have that answer.
So you can apply into startups in general, That's an easy way to start. And once you have an experience in something, you can pitch to MNCs that, hey, I've worked in this particular role already. That's like the easiest way to get into something if you're a self-taught developer. And actually, you get a lot of experience while working in startups rather than joining MNCs. It's hard to get ownership or a lot of experience over there because a lot of people are working on the same product. So you might just get this much of a feature. But if you're in a startup, you might get these many things all together in your plate. So start with startups and then pitch to MNCs that I've already worked in this role and this is I have professional experience in it, so you can easily move on the ladder.
Mm, Again, I think you can go on Glassdoor or LinkedIn or something like that to check that.
Um, I I think yeah, easy ways like there are a lot of websites you might want to look for on LinkedIn in general, and a bunch of openings are there as well. Other than that, Glassdoor. I think there was another. I don't remember that website's branding has been changed now. I don't remember the new branding though. So if you just search for internships available online, just a simple Google search, you'll find a lot of websites where you can apply for. Yeah, Angel List. I think Angel List had changed their name or something, if I'm not wrong.
Also, I think they're like because now it's Hacktoberfest in GitHub. There's a lot of repos who had like already some list of internships for known students and also for freshers or just like recent graduated students and things like that. If someone here is a student, that will be another option. Like I think there's like a really popular internship list from Simplify. I think it's called. Let me just search that. But I think that's one of the most common ways to get into know like all the internships like they are in the world, like the most popular ones.
Just answering that question in the chat. The old name was Angel List. The new name is Well Found. Thanks for answering that.
Mm, there you go. I just sent the link to the report I was talking about. So there you have a lot of companies like Microsoft, Kotlin, Salesforce, Okta, all those ones who are for students. And I think there are some other for recent graduated and also for non-students. Like if you come from a boot camp or something like that, that can help you. Well fun. Oh, I think yeah. So now it's fun. It's called well founded. Okay, so most jobs freshers find your way experience a particular language institutions. I think in those cases, like for example, I just landed a job. Like that's cool news, um, and the experience that the company was expecting you to have was like 3 to 4 years of experience and something like that. But the thing here is that most of the time, the persons who are writing like those positions are not like they do not really know like the exact same time or what to expect. So most of the time they just write out like, hey, you need to have like 8 years of experience of Next.js. That is a framework that came in like 2018 or something like that. So that is the main problem. But my answer would be apply to every job. Like you're not the one who's going to say how many experience you have. The persons who are interviewing you are the ones who are going to tell you like, hey, you have enough experience. Hey, you do not have enough experience. Please do that. So that would be my for me that would be it.
Yeah. Have we missed some question from Geoffrey? Uh, okay, I've been scrolling up quite a lot. I seem to not find that question.
So while you're searching for that question, um, 404 wanted to know which one is the best Mexican food to taste, like to try. And my honest question is, I'm from the south of Mexico, from a region where there are a lot of beach. Like there's a lot of like we are from the Golfo de Mexico, and Golfo de Mexico is like it's like really tropical area. So I just sent like a really long link there that is a set of memelas veracruzanas. A memela veracruzana is like a Mexican. It's like the Mexican version of a pizza, and like if you like pizzas and things like that, memelas are the thing that you should try. Like you can search in Google Images just memelas veracruzanas, and you're going to watch this awesome thing called memelas, and like the base instead of being tomato is like beans, like black beans. Like they make those black beans and then they like mash them out and they pass them on oil and they add like salt and a lot of spices. Then we use like a big tortilla, and that big tortilla is like done like that, and then you have a lot of meat, a lot of cheese, a lot of things like cream, avocado, um, like again fried bananas and things like that. Like those bananas taste really tasty, so it is really amazing.
Okay, so I'll just get back to the question. Uh, Wait, did I move the slide? I asked one question above, but it's quite long. I'm lost in many domains. How can I choose a domain that I love most and want to build a career? Uh, Okay, so you are testing out a couple of domains, right? So basically, find the one which excites you the most and you are really interested to build in it every day. I mean, I enjoy Android, but at one point, am like, I really want to get back to game development for sure at some time. So, in that way, and also, it's not like you have to restrict to one domain again. Build an expertise in one but know a lot of them, so that whenever you need a switch you can easily do that, and you are aware of more things and not just one particular domain and known for that. Let's say one day someone decides to deprecate C sharp. I mean, I am not saying that will be deprecated or anything to anyone who loves C sharp, but let's say one day they decide that C sharp is going to be deprecated. What would you do then? You need to know other domains and you need to know other languages in order to upskill yourself and just take a switch. Or you found a great job, you're loving, you love the place, you love the MNC, but they ask you to code in a different language, and that's not something which you do. Like, I used to code in C sharp, but now I have to code in Java and Kotlin. So in that way, try to experience more things, but have um keep one as your main, whichever one you love the most and you like to build it every day. I hope that makes sense.
I think you have another question here.
I am not sure what Ubisoft is. Have I missed on something? Let me search. Oh, it's a video game publisher company.
Yeah.
Well, I did publish some games on GitHub itself. I don't know about Ubisoft yet. For some time, I'll still continue my work here at Google. I might switch to one of their AR teams. I might try to switch to. I have no idea what I'm going to do right now. It's a very new journey in my career. So,
Does Stadia was like this console that Google launched or something like that? Stadia or something. Let me just search that because I don't know.
yeah.
Mm, I think there's another comment. So I'm from Rwanda, and most of the opportunities are I see have geographical restrictions. For example, a job may be remote but only employ people from a particular country. Yeah, that is one true thing, and it happens not just in Asia, also here in America and Mexico and a lot of parts here. Like for example, here the capital of Mexico is called Mexico City. So there are a lot of companies that hire you remotely, but if you do not live on Mexico City or something like that, it is like a little bit harder for them to like employ you because you need to go to the office sometime, like in really particular time that you need to go. Um, David, you should try.
It's
Uh,
Dhokla and Fafda.
oh, the clam fafda. So,
So this is from Gujarat in India, and currently we have a festival going on, which is Navratri, and these are one of the most famous food items from there. And the mentioning of how I can offer you a treat, I recently hosted a Navratri party at my place, which was super awesome. I'm not a Gujarati though, but I follow Navratri quite a lot. So, yeah.
oh my God, that is so yellow. Like looks like a
it's
bread. Like is it a bread or something like that?
Yeah, it's I would say it's like a bread texture for you. I don't know how to explain it better, but it's very spongy, and
Yeah,
it's just
looks
really
crunchy.
amazing. Here in Bangalore you do not find that, and I used to love dhokla when I was in Delhi. So I am going to head back to Delhi soon, and that's one of the major things that I'm gonna order when I go back home.
Fafda looks like something that we have here in Mexico called pan dulce, like a
Hmm.
specific type of pan dulce, like it's like sweet bread. But I don't know if fafda is like salty, like tastes like anything in
Fafda
particular.
is salty.
Okay, salty. You
Uh,
got the guju. What is guju?
Guju is like a short for Gujarat, like Gujarati folks. So we call them Guju.
Okay.
Gujarat is one of the states in India. Uh, yeah, I think a lot of Mexican food does match with Indian. You have a lot of spices and
Yeah,
a bunch of things. Like when I have like vegetable beans quesadilla, it's mostly like very similar to vegetable and chapati that we have here. So it tastes very familiar in that sense.
yeah. In Mexico, we have tortillas, and in India, you had like I think it's called and like this really big, like looks like a tortilla, but I totally forget the name. And and bread or something like that. Let me search. Oh, here, there you go. It's called pathiri, purampoli, or something like that.
Oh, Puran Poli.
Yeah,
Nice.
purampoli, bakarkani, thefla. Like purampoli looks like something that we call uh, tortillas sonorenses. Uh, but I totally forget the name of that. Like, if you search on Google like this, it totally looks like purampari for me. But there
Yeah,
are
yeah.
some
I
tortillas
get
that.
the reference. I get the reference.
So I think this is for you. Like 404 doesn't really like dokla.
You don't like dhokla? Please. I am disappointed now.
um, I'm from Maharashtra. Purampoli is just is just love. To another question. Okay, I think this is for you again.
I did I get out the pitchforks? I don't know.
Uh, okay, so do you love swimming? I do, I really do, and okay, actually, this is a fact. After this, I need to go swimming. Like I'm in the swimming team of my college,
Yeah.
so I need to go training.
I don't know how to swim, but I really love being in the swimming pool. So I just go around and sit there sometime. I really
404
should
also
learn sometime soon.
looks like 404 also loves to swim. Um, I think we jump a question. I completed Python advanced tutorial and tried to make some project. Now should I start Django, learn JS? You can keep exploring everything that you want. I think like you can do it. Like you can decide it. New comments.
I think we should end the Today in Global Hack Week now because we have another session
Yeah,
coming up 10:30.
yeah. So I think if there is no more questions, if you have like another question, we can just answer one more or something like that. But we should, yeah, we need to end the stream. So if there are no questions or everyone is cool with it, we can just finish. And thank you for so much for being here. Thank you so much, Jessica Alcott, 404, Angus Sangwa, Rahul, Bab, and everyone who combined us in this stream. Thank you so much. I hope you have a really good day third, day three of this open source Global Hack Week. And thank you, everyone, for being here. If you have any questions, you can ask them at the open source channel that we have on the Global Hack Week section and in our Discord. So you can ask us everything that you want to know. And don't forget to claim your GoDaddy registry. Don't forget to register in all your activities that you're going to do today. And thank you so much. Do you have anything to say, Dikshita?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining. I had a lot of fun and I love talking about food as well. Uh, with my fasting, I am really missing food now. So Navratri is the time when you fast, and I'm on fast right now. And 404 has reminded me all of my favorite foods. So I'm gonna get back to you about that.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, and have a nice day three, and see you later. See ya.
Thanks everyone. Bye.